This is 1B part 1, where you're asked to produce a design specification and design layout that can be used for the master slide. Now, if you're looking at this video after you have created your presentation, you'll probably be thinking, well, I've created more than one master slide. Actually, you haven't. You've created one master slide and then you've created other slide layouts that act as sort of sub-master slides for other slide layouts. Just focus on your master slide for now and how the whole presentation is going to look, rather than focusing on each of the different subgroups. So we need to read the question and have a look at what needs doing. But before we do that, we'll create a space for our slide. So I'm just going to insert a straightforward text box, and we'll keep our slide in a landscape view. Now I need to create some extra spaces. I'm going to press the enter key a few times and move my box up, because otherwise I'm not going to be able to write below it and it might mess things up a little bit later. So that's just a little tip for you that might help. We'll do our design specification as we go along as well. So we've already decided here that our orientation is going to be landscape. Right? You can choose to do a portrait orientation if you want. You could have a screen that's the way around, but I doubt that you're going to have those screens set up at school. So if we look at what needs to go on all the slides, okay, we need to have a help button and a menu button that are going to return to the menu, and that's going to go on all slides. Well, but we're also going to have on different slides some other buttons. So what we really need is an area that we can use for those navigation buttons. So let's insert another text box, and we'll do it where we want our navigation buttons to go. You can decide where they're going to go, but don't have to go in this particular place. And this can be our area for navigation buttons. Now at the moment, okay, you can see that not all the text is fitting in. One of the ways we could resolve this is we'll make it a little bit smaller width-wise and a little bit taller length-wise, and then we get a text box with the text going up the side, which is fine. We don't need to put any fonts or anything in there. That will become part of our specification down here. So let's read the next bit. We also need the pass first logo. Now it's no good just saying that you're going to put any old logo in. It's a pass first logo. So when we put our text box in here, what have I done? I must have put a square in there or something. Yeah, I did. I chose shape. So let's go for text box instead. Draw our text box. Okay. And if I put logo, remember I said that's not enough because it could be any logo. It must be the pass first logo. Right, let's have a look at what else is going to go in every single slide. The name of the driving school will appear in a footer. Right, so what we will do is draw a text box down at the bottom. You can choose where your footer is going to go. I'm just going to decide that my footer is going to go there, and I shall put here pass first, and I'm just going to put in brackets that it's a footer. Okay, now how do I want it aligned? I think I'll have this right aligned, so I'm just going to put that it's going to be right aligned there, and we'll align it to the right hand side as well, although it doesn't actually matter because this is only a design layout and we've specified it there. The user must only be able to use buttons and hyperlinks to navigate through the presentation. That's not going to be part of our master slide. Right, we're going to have a white background with blue text. Okay, so our background colour is going to be white. Okay, and our text colour is going to be blue. So I suppose our titles and our main text will be blue. So let's do our titles first of all. Okay, so we'll have that as blue. We'll also need to decide on the size. I always like Calibri, it's a nice easy font to use. We'll probably have bold for our titles as well. Okay, we'll have what other text that we use. Okay, that's going to be blue. You'll need to decide on a size. Right, we'll stick to Calibri because we want to keep things consistent. Our footer, okay, let's say what that's going to be. We'll stick with blue because we're not told to use any other colour. Size, okay, you need to decide on the size and also the font. So let's read the next bit. A white background with blue text, except the buttons, which will be white. So white buttons on a blue background with black text. Okay, so this area here is going to have a blue background. Right, I think that's important to note. So I'm going to put here background colour white, okay, and I'm going to put with blue stripe on the left hand side to make that clear. And the buttons themselves, right, so we'll write down here that the colour of the buttons will be white. And we also need to know, our footer ought to come above other text really, shouldn't it? So we'll move that, and we're going to have our button text. Okay, so this is going to be different, right? The question says what white on a blue background with black text. So our button text will be black. Size, you decide, and Calibri. Right, so that is, okay, most of our master slide done. We just need to decide where our titles are going to go. Okay, so we'll draw another text box. I think I'm going to put my slide titles here. Slide titles go here. We'll have them left aligned. Right, so we'll now insert another text box. And this is our main area. Now I haven't lined these up very well with that box down there, so I think I'll just extend this one. There we go. And this will be our slide content to go here, left aligned with bullets for text. So what we have is a design layout which has got some specifications on it, such as left aligned and bullets. And then we have further specification down here. That is our slide design with our design specification completed.